And you know the thing is see the start of this church. This is why God has been speaking to me this week. It's because I'm going, God, what do I do? How do I build the church? How do I keep it going? How do I get more people in? And God says, there's one big problem with what you're saying. And I said, what? He says, all I've heard is I. You see, look at the way pride is spelt. P-R-I-D-E. And it sticks to that rule. I before E. Yeah? I before E. And this is the way it works, right? You see, with pride, you put yourself before Elohim. Elohim is the name of God. With pride, you put yourself before everyone else. Pride is I. I before E. Right? What's the other part to that rule? Except after C. You see, when Christ came along, He flipped it. When Christ came along, He saw that what we were doing was we were living in law. And the law says that you have to do this, this and this. That you have to pay this much in your charity fee, this much in your tithe fee. You had to sacrifice a lamb every year. You had to have the priest sacrifice another lamb. You had the priest go through the Holy of Holies to atone for you because you couldn't do it for yourself. You had to do all these stages to keep yourself clean. Christ came along and Christ says, no, you don't have to do it anymore. Why? Because I'm on the cross, I've done it, and it is finished. It is no more about what you do, it is about what He done. So it's I before E, yeah, fine, and that's I before E for every religion across the world. But when it comes to Christianity, which is relationship with Christ, it's I before E, except after C. If Christ is in you, then you're no longer having to perform to get close to God. You just have to open up the source. Like with that slave curve, you're going to have to open up the source and let the water come in. It will all build up. You will have overflow. And then you bless everybody around you. And that's what a Christian has got to do. A Christian has got to be ready to bless everyone. A Christian has got to be ready to give when it's needed to be given. Okay? I hope people around me see me as generous, but realize that it's not me being generous, that it's God in me. It's Christ in me. The amount of times Kelly and I have been in bed, don't worry, I know where this is going, in bed, eyes closed, and we've heard the same thing, and God's put a face on your mind, and I said to her, I've been told to give such and such to someone, to this person, and she says, I heard the exact same thing. And then you give that, whatever it is, to that person. And then they turn around and thank you. And I go, well, no, it's not about me. God's give me this to give to you. He said, let this be supplied in so I can supply out. Whenever you think it's about you, you will stop doing anything for anyone else. Because you will have your arms. I remember in school when you used to protect your work when you were doing it. You used to do that there. You'd be sitting beside someone who liked to look on. You would do that there so they wouldn't copy. I hate people like that. I can never copy. But you would do this, right? Why? Because you're concerned about what you're doing. It's all you. And God has said it is not all you. It is Him. He is the source. Open up the source. Let it flow out to everyone else. Open up the source, let it open out to everyone else. Open up the source, and then you will provide. Because I can tell you, it's the thing that brings us down. I before E, but except after C. Once you have Christ in your life, it's no longer about trying. It's no longer about your self-effort, because Christ transforms you from the inside out. And we're going to close. We're going to close.